And part of that was like I was afraid, and it's not afraid. I don't know the word, but like I thought being great, being perfect was gonna mean it's gonna be boring. Like that I'm gonna lose the best parts of myself, but like the most fun parts of myself, and that hasn't been the case at all. It's actually been the opposite. Like I've enjoyed so much more because of it.
But so and to me, that's the thing. How many times have we over the past year going through this been like, man, it's just tight. Life is just tight. Yeah. Life just go hard. I'm just happy right now. And the thing was, imagine this: the times when we said it, there was nothing going on. Yeah. There was it's not like me and you we don't go to no parties. We don't do none of that stuff. But there was nothing going on. But there was a sincere love and joy. And that's and I guess when I say there's nothing going on, we thought that trying to be perfect or realizing our perfection was going to be boring, that we were going to be missing something. But in the grand scheme of things, there is nothing going on, and we feel like we have everything. Go ahead.
Exactly. And that made me think of like another excuse that I've used that maybe others have used as well to not be great is that they may be in a relationship and they know they have to make a decision for themselves, like maybe eating right or something, but they might say, my spouse isn't gonna let me, eat right or something. Or they're not gonna let me exercise. Or even from the other standpoint, you might feel like you might be leaving them, even though you're not leaving them. But I mean, like as far as mindset and things. So you're like, I can't be great yet.
Fam, listen to me when I tell you this. No game, no joke. That for me, what you're saying is absolutely 100% right. Because the thing that was so difficult to me was I felt tethered to them completely. I felt tethered to my wife and my kids completely. And every single time I even thought of it, I didn't even have to do the action. Every time I thought that I was going to do this, now, number one, you create an entire world out top. Like when you start thinking outside of what's actually happening or what's real, you create an entire world. So I thought, okay, well, if I start doing these things, this is what's going to happen to my family. I dictated the end result, which I had no clue. And so because I dictated the end result, I got debilitated. I couldn't move because I didn't want whatever this was to happen. You feel what I'm saying? But again, I'm with you though, because it is not real. It's well, go ahead, Fair.
It's not real. It's actually, again, it's the opposite. Like you realize that by you making these better choices, your loved ones, they're going to see that and be influenced by it, whether they might join in or give encouragement or just see that, oh, life can be better. I can make changes if I want to make changes, and it doesn't really change the relationship itself. It just makes it better.
And two, I will add to that would be the fact that when you do this, because with this, there's a change in look. You stop looking outward, meaning sometimes you stop looking at your family the way that you were looking at them, so that way you can pull yourself apart from them, not in a bad way. Yeah. But the thing that can happen also is once you start to look back at yourself, and then you start to look at them and things are not going as fast because you anticipate that they're going to move or react in a different way because you're believing that if I'm the best version of myself, they'll start doing it just like this. Yeah. But the thing is, you'll look back at them and you say they're not moving in a certain pace, a certain speed. And then that can make you revert back to and saying, I'm not giving my people the amount of time that I need for us all to be successful. But the thing that I will tell you is if you stay true to you and you continue to go up, it will slowly trickle along. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to give you an example. Like, I do push-ups around the house all the time, right? And no, they don't, everybody's not doing push-ups around the house. But what I have seen is my youngest son now, he'll get down and do some push-ups every morning. And then my oldest son, he'll jump up and do some push-ups too. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, I would like them to do that as much as me, of course, right? I don't want to be sitting. I didn't want to be sitting over feeling like I'm going hard myself and not trying to help my family go hard. But the thing is, they're learning the habits of those things that will become a part of them maybe when it's supposed to. Go ahead, fam.
Yeah, I mean, like even to that point, I mean, I still remember as a kid, like my dad always worked out all the time. He would want me to work out with him, and I might do a push-up here and there, but I wasn't trying to hear that. Yeah. But then one day, I mean, it just clicked. Like my drive in the sense of that is similar to his. But it was just from just being around in that space. So it just shows how just being an example, like being your best self, how it may affect people. It may take 10 years. Like it might not click for about 10 years, which seems like a long time. but when it clicks, it really does click, and everyone around you has grown just by you being your best self.
The best version. That's right.